Disclaimer: all photos, videos, music, and reports used in this content are sourced from public records, publicly available information, or fall under fair use for educational, informational, and awareness purposes only. This video is not intended to defame, accuse, or harm any individual. It is created solely to raise awareness, share publicly known facts, and support the pursuit of truth and justice in this case. Hey everyone, this is Zenith, her voice, her stories. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have a story that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and get ready. Because what you're about to hear is full of twists, emotions, and lessons you won't forget. If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's dive. On the morning of September 10, 2017, the world woke to a headline that would soon ripple far beyond a Chicago suburb. A young woman, bright, joyful, and barely 19, had been found lifeless inside a hotel's walk-in freezer. Her name was Kenneka Jenkins, but to her mother, to her friends, and to the thousands of strangers who would later chant her name at protests, she was far more than a headline or a case file. She was a daughter. She was a life unfinished. She was a story the world still struggles to understand. It began on an ordinary Friday evening, the kind that so many teenagers look forward to, a night of music, laughter, and gathering with friends. Kenneka had been invited to a hotel party on the 9th floor of the Crown Plaza in Rosemont, just outside Chicago. She left her home with the kind of excitement that belongs to youth, telling her mother she would be safe, she would be home soon, and she loved her. Her mother, Teresa Martin, did what mothers do. She smiled, reminded her to be careful, and watched the door close behind her with a quiet prayer in her heart. What none of them could have known was that the next 24 hours would fracture their world. The party grew crowded, loud, and chaotic. Videos later posted online would show flashes of music, dancing, and young people packed into a small room, 30 or more, according to some accounts. In those videos, people would later search for clues, shadows, reflections, anything that might explain what happened after midnight, because sometime after 1 a.m., Kenneka vanished. Her friends claimed she wandered off. Some said she was intoxicated. Others admitted they lost track of her in the confusion of the night. But no one, not one person in that room, knew that she was walking toward the last moments of her life. The hotel hallways captured pieces of her final journey. On surveillance footage, she could be seen walking unsteadily, her steps heavy, her limbs slow, as if her body were wrapped in fog. She bumped into walls. She stumbled forward, pausing as though trying to remember where she was. She walked alone, always alone. At 3:32 a.m., cameras recorded her entering an empty, dimly lit kitchen in the lower level of the hotel. It was a place guests didn't usually enter, a place with no staff working at that hour, and a place where cameras did not capture the cooler and freezer doors. What happened after she crossed that threshold is unknown. But what is known is this: she never walked out. Back upstairs, her friends realized she was missing. They searched hallways, knocked on doors, retraced their steps, and called her phone again and again. Nothing. By dawn, panic replaced the fading thrill of the party. When her mother received the call, she felt it immediately, that deep alarm only a mother knows. She drove to the hotel within minutes. She begged the staff to check the cameras. She begged them to help her search, but she was told to wait, simply be sleeping it off. She was told to give it time. Time. Hours of it passed while a teenager lay in a freezer below the floors where her mother stood. Hours passed while every minute mattered. When police were finally alerted, they searched public areas of the hotel. Still, no one thought to look behind the swinging doors of an unused kitchen. Not yet. It would take nearly 24 hours before a hotel worker, walking through the lower level, noticed a body inside the freezer. He froze, then ran for help. By 12:24 a.m. on September 10th, police confirmed what no mother should ever have to hear. Kenneka was gone. Her body showed no signs of a struggle and no indication that anyone had been with her in her final minutes. An autopsy later revealed hypothermia as the cause of death, a combination of alcohol and topiramate, a medication used for epilepsy and migraines, had impaired her ability to think clearly, move steadily, or find her way back. She had not been prescribed the medication, yet the amount in her system fell within therapeutic range. This combination can cause confusion, disorientation, and impaired judgment, possibly leading her deeper into danger. Once inside the freezer, the cold would have overwhelmed her quickly. Hypothermia clouds the mind, numbs the body, and makes escape difficult even if the exit is close. The world did not accept the findings quietly. Thousands questioned how a teenager could end up in a restricted area without detection. Protesters gathered outside the hotel demanding accountability. Candlelight vigils were held. Online theories spread rapidly, fueled by pain, confusion, and the sense that something about the story still felt incomplete.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. How did this close?
Right.
Ain't no way.
Right.
How did she shut
Because
herself?
we don't shut ours. We leave it open.
Yeah. But she couldn't shut this if she wanted to. Look how it's made.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way for her to shut this unless she come back down and shut it.
But through all the noise, one truth remained. A mother had lost her child. A family had lost its heart. A community had lost a young woman full of promise. At her funeral, nearly 1,000 people came to say goodbye. Some knew her, most didn't. But they came because her story touched something deep within them, a reminder of how fragile life can be and how quickly a moment can change everything. Her mother sat in the front row, holding tissues and memories. She later said she could still feel her daughter's presence in every breath, in every silence, in every song played that day. There was no closure, not for a life ending at 19, not for a story with so many unanswered questions. In the months that followed, the family filed a lawsuit against the hotel. They questioned the lack of security, the long delay in searching, and the absence of cameras in critical areas. They believed more could have been done sooner, faster, with greater care. Investigators later concluded there was no evidence of foul play, no assault, and no sign that anyone forced her to consume anything. Still, the pain in the community remained, because sometimes tragedy is not the result of a crime. Sometimes it is the result of a chain of failures, failures of judgment, failures of response, failures of humanity. Kenneka's story lingers because of what it revealed. How quickly a joyful night can slip into darkness. How vulnerable a young woman can be when those around her fail to protect her. How deeply a community can grieve for someone they never met. Today, when people speak her name, they do so with sorrow, but also with love. They remember a smile that lit up rooms. They remember a daughter who deserved more. They remember a young woman whose final walk should never have been her last. And in remembering her, they hold on to hope, hope that no other family will stand in a hotel lobby begging for help, hope that no other young person will wander alone into danger, hope that the world will listen, learn, and do better. Because behind every headline is a life. And behind Kenneka's story is a lesson written in grief. Every child deserves safety. Every mother deserves answers. And every disappearance deserves urgency, compassion, and truth.
You kiss, babe.
You talking? What the fuck?
Let them see your hair.
Hell no, I need my shit flat on.
But you just flat out my hair, you just messed it right back up.
Damn, your shit focused as hell.
Come on.
Wow, what a story. right? If you love hearing real-life stories like this, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a story. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.